ready to talk about this?
Yes, I think it's about time that I share why I'm doing what I'm doing.
I saw you at your lowest point before this channel. What was the exact moment you realized you had to change everything?
I think it was not necessarily a year, a little bit more than a year ago. I think it was because the life that I was living was not sustainable anymore. The way I was feeling, how happy I was, the fact that I was always looking for what's next instead of appreciating what I had. And not necessarily feeling grateful for what I had, but really wanted to focus about what was coming up next way too much. And it had like very intense and serious impact on my personal life, on my health, and on my environment. And at that point, I realized that it would not be possible for me to continue this way.
We talk a lot about the void in our world right now. What is the one thing you think everyone is missing right now?
I think the world is missing empathy, the ability to understand other people's perspective. And I feel that if each and every one of us would do that, then yeah, we would have more understanding in our world and probably our world would be a better place. And it's funny because when I'm thinking about empathy right now that you're asking me for it, it's not only empathy for other people, but sometimes we do need to be empathetic towards ourselves. And that leads me to the big word of forgiveness. We talk a lot about this word, about forgiving other people, but then sometimes we forget that, let's say, an older version of ourselves might have thought this was the best decision at this point, and then not forgiving ourselves or feeling the guilt for so long after the fact. And that prevents us from moving forward and realizing our dreams and embracing opportunities and stuff like that. So I feel like, yeah, empathy towards others and also towards ourselves is definitely something that the world lacks right now.
Before you start living this way, what was the belief you had to let go of that was hardest for you?
I think that the strongest belief I had to let go of was the necessity to be validated by other people. It's funny because I had this illusion that I would be able to please everyone all the time. Or if I wanted to embrace something and do something, then I would need the validation from someone else in order to confirm that this was the best for me instead of thinking about my own needs, my own wants, or my own purpose. I would definitely allow other people to not dictate, but influence a ton about what I wanted to do or accomplish or say sometimes. And I think that, yeah, this was the biggest thing I had to let go of to be able to fully embrace who I truly am. Because again, when you worry too much about what other people say or when you want too much to please other people, then it becomes difficult to recognize or to realize who you truly are because you're living a life that other people expect of you instead of living your own life. Yeah, I would say it's been a rediscovery of who I truly am, but also what I truly want, what my true purpose is, and how I want to live my life.
For kids could only remember one thing you taught them about the world, what would you want it to be?
I want them to know that they have within them the ability to make our world a better place. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I mean, I feel like there's always been a lot of things going on in the world, and sometimes we might feel powerless with how it's going or our ability to make it a better place. But I feel like if my kids could understand that if in the life that they're living they are doing conscious efforts and they are staying true to themselves and they are empathetic and they love to help others and they focus on, yes, on their needs, on what they on who they are, but also how they can help. I feel like if everyone is doing their own thing towards that, then it might create a ripple effect and eventually, yes, put our world in a better place.
This last year was heavy for us. What did it teach you about resilience that you hadn't shared?
About resilience. It taught me that I'm stronger than I thought that I was. And I think that it's a thing about having the like underestimate the capacity or the potential that we have within us. And I feel like what I've been through the last year has really taught me that, oh my God, I can overcome anything that I put my mind into. And so, yeah, I think that it's the biggest thing. There's always a belief that because of, past achieved goals or something that I was working towards and that I accomplished, there's a part of me that knew I had the potential to be able to accomplish big things. But on the other end, there was another time, another part doubting myself or wondering if it would be possible. And then when life hits you with a ton of challenges, and those challenges, like you feel that, oh my God, there's the worst challenges that you've ever experienced. And for some reason, you get out of there more resilient, stronger, with more purpose, then yes, and it definitely made me realize that I am way stronger than I thought I was.